he actually applied to be a research assistant with the Pullman, Washington Police Department, and didn't just apply, but even had some kind of virtual interview with the chief. And we've been able to obtain one of the emails that he wrote to the chief. I want to read it to you. It says, "Chief Jenkins, it was a great pleasure to meet with you today and share my thoughts and excitement regarding the research assistantship for public safety. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Best regards, Brian." He applied for this internship for fall 2022. Obviously, just very, very strange to think about what we know now. The fact that he was having these intimate meetings with the police department, emailing the police chief, and then the way everything turned out.
I mean, fall 2022 is exactly when the murders happened, November 13th. That's just unbelievable. But so here's the $64,000 question. Did he get the job? I know he was a highly ranked candidate, like, I don't know, one of the top 10 or so, right?
Yeah, it's a good question. We don't know. We don't know whether he got the job or, where this went from there. We just don't know. But what I can tell you is it is that very police department that was out there as part of the search at his apartment right there in Pullman when they pulled all that stuff out after he was arrested for the murders.
And I'm looking at this. He was actually not one of 10. He was one of 4 finalists. He was really in the running, but I got to find out if he got that job. And then all of a sudden just, disappeared because, he was arrested. All right. So the next question is the one about Kaylee Gonzalez being a true crime fan and having interaction with the very police department that, is investigating her case.
Yeah, this is sad. You mentioned it. We've heard from Kaylee's family before that she was a true crime fan, and this sort of backs that up. She had seen a poster of a missing woman, 62-year-old missing woman from Coeur d'Alene named Sharon Archer, and knew that this woman was missing. Apparently thought that she saw Sharon at a Walmart and knew enough to call police and was in touch with police in Moscow. Some of the same police officers who would eventually, sadly, be working on the homicide investigation involving her. But yeah, she saw the woman that she thought was missing, and she made the call.
And it turns out that she dealt with an officer that is now, I think, the lead, or at least one of the lead investigators in her murder case. Like, the coincidence is just off the chain.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It is off the chain. And again, I get sad about it because I just think about, again, the fact that she was trying to help someone else. I've heard from her sister that's the kind of person she was. I mean, she went out of her way to remember the poster and then to call police. And of course, then you just think about the way her life tragically ended.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, hopefully they're just as inspired by her as her sister is to really get justice for her. So the next thing is the one I think that bothers me the most in this case, and that is that the public defender who was assigned to Brian Kohberger's case, Ann Taylor, look, she's a really good lawyer, excellent lawyer. She's had great track record, but it turns out she's had at least 4 cases that she has worked on specifically regarding one of the victims that Brian Kohberger is alleged to have murdered, Xana Kernodle. So she has actually worked with Xana Kernodle's mother on 4 different cases. I don't understand how this happened.
Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, there's not a lot of public defenders. That might be one of the explanations in Idaho, but you're right. I mean, the fact that Ann Taylor, the now public defender for Brian Kohberger, was the lawyer for Xana Kernodle's mother, Kara, on her possession of a controlled substance charge. She was Xana's mom's lawyer when Brian was arrested. And it was on January 5th, the same day that she was put on the Kohberger case, that she filed these documents and said, wait a minute, I want to get off of